Did we go over War Woman's hammer?
Yes.
We did, okay.
5 times.
I want to find that hammer.
Yeah. We went over that hammer. God damn it.
Can you guess what the lowest rated episode in the entire Invincible series is?
Oh, man. Is it in the first season?
No.
Yeah, the first season.
It was like solid.
It was really solid. I'm trying to think. Lowest rated episode.
It's not in the second season either.
Oh, damn. Okay. I didn't want to do that because there are 4 seasons. So it's in the 3rd season.
Not in the 3rd season.
Wow, it's in the 4th season. Damn, I was wrong.
What did you think it was in the 3rd season?
I don't know. I'm trying to go through, like, I actually can't remember. Like, I do remember, like, we just have to do these, like, right after we watch an episode.
That or we have to do the 4-season recap on YouTube and we can watch the full thing from beginning to end so we make sure that we don't forget any plot points.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that. No. Okay, 4th season. Let's see. Is it I'm trying to think, like, when Nolan and Alan are in the spaceship, the Star Trek spaceship.
Oh, wow. Wow, that would be your guess?
Yeah.
Oh. I could see that because I do think, and I'm just going back to this image real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Had I looked at this image of the comic book image with all the characters,
Mm-hmm.
looking at how alien and how large Alan looks, I would not have been like, oh, let me get Seth Rogen to voice that character.
Right.
You know, but no, the lowest rated episode of all time in Invincible is, drum roll, season 4, episode 4. The episode is titled Herm.
Herm? Herm?
And this is the episode where Mark gets pulled into the underworld.
God.
People weren't happy with the animation shortcuts, the fact that Damien Darkblood is just falling the entire time while
Falling?
Falling. Because,
Yeah.
you know, Mark is fighting this creature and
Yeah.
you're just having a character falling for 2 minutes straight,
Yeah.
you know. People were unhappy, and I get this. A lot of the episode had these, like, Marvel-style jokes. So just, you know, kind of like predictable humor, you know, like the helmet joke was a little bit very Marvel.
This place is really messing with me. Hey, why? Why do you keep doing that?
Doing what?
That.
What?
That.
Like, why do you have a helmet that does this? I thought the helmet was cool. Did I need a joke about the helmet?
Yeah.
Did I need, like, more than one joke about the helmet?
And they're standing right behind me.
Yeah, exactly. It's very Marvel. Very Marvel. Like, very predictable. You know, you know the chuckle's going to come. People thought that the underworld felt very underdeveloped, which I agree with. It's like it was very, very small. And then people were also mad that William's voice actor was replaced.
William's voice actor.
Mark's best friend who's gay. People
Oh.
said that his voice actor got replaced to be more of a stereotypical gay person.
It's gonna be the most gorgeous superpowered super baby ever. Congratulations!
But Williams always sounded like a stereotypical gay person the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Mark.
Sure, he's hot and all. And that mustache. Sorry, okay. Straight stuff.
I'm gay, so I can say it.
Okay. People were upset with it. So there was a whole critique of
So wait, the original voice actor wasn't playing it gay enough for them? Is that what it?
apparently.
He was flaming. Okay.
There's already so many subplots in this show. There's the Martian invasion subplot. There's the Universa electricity subplot. Stealing electricity. Where did
What
she
happened to the
go?
lady who sucked up the light bulbs?
That's Universa.
Oh, that's Universa?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is Remy and Monster Girl being stuck on Mars. There's the subplot with the Guardian characters who are still left over. Eve's powers. Eve's babies. Angston, Levy's subplot with the brain. Where did he go? What about the people who are forcing him to do work for them? What about that subplot? Titan, Dr. Liu, Machine Head subplot, Omni-Man bringing him to justice subplot, Underworld subplot with Volcanica. Where's that subplot? She said she was coming back to threaten the world. Where did she go? The subplot with the Immortal as a king in that alternate universe. Also the subplot with the Mummy. Do you remember the Mummy he's trying to get at?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And what about the stepdad and his son? That's the subplot I want to know. Where does that go?
They had them for like 2 or 3 episodes. And then
It was like well, first of all, when you first showed me the show, I was like, what the hell is the show about? Because I was like, these 2 security guards were like talking about like, well, I'm gonna take out my stepson. I hope he likes me. Oh, he will. You're a good man. And it's like, it was like 5 minutes of that. And I was like, oh, one of these guards is the main character, obviously. It's probably the guy, the stepdad. And then like the rest of the episode happens and I don't see those guys again. I was like, okay. And then like I think the beginning of episode 2.
Was it
or-
episode 2?
Yeah, it was like right after. It was like literally like the next episode.
Do you think they're alive? How are they doing?
That's exactly my point. I've been waiting for 3 seasons, 4 seasons now, to see what happened to the stepson and stepdad. I'm joking about it, but I found it brilliant at the same time because I was like, these writers are like fucking with us. That's what I like about it. I was like, they're just fucking with us because they made me invest in these characters that aren't even important to the storyline.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I like that. Like a misdirection.
I do too. I like being surprised. I like a story that surprises me.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
well, what? Because I remember towards the middle of the first episode, I was like, what? Are we gonna go back to the security guard? What's gonna happen?
Audience members, we want to know what happens to the security guard in Invincible.
Yeah.
Do you think that the season 4, episode 4, deserves to be the lowest rated Invincible episode ever?
Sure. Why not?
Why?
Well, the one thing that you clocked and everyone else did is it feels like a filler episode. I feel like you could have put this episode in any place in the entire season. In fact, I clocked that I think the scene before Mark is so disturbed by his actions that he gives his suit back to the tailor. And he's like, I'm not wearing this. And then the tailor even was like, oh, to inspire him, he's like, you are, this same kid. And he gives him his old uniform back, which I like more. But then he pushes away while he takes a phone call. So if he would have left with grabbing it, I just thought he just left. Because the fact that he gave it back to the tailor and like took the phone call, I was like, oh, he just really doesn't want. So when he's summoned by Damien Darkblood, he is in his suit.
Oh, like the wrong suit. The suit that he gave away.
Well, I was like, why is he even wearing a suit?
I'm curious if this storyline happens in the comics, 'cause it just feels very disjointed. And I love the idea of expanding the universe in some different way. But it just felt so underdeveloped. Just very underdeveloped.
It just seemed disjointed, that episode. Which is sad because I do like Damien Darkblood. And I was actually like really excited for where the show was going. It became like a psychological thriller when, the mom is like questioning whether Nolan is actually lying to her.
Yeah.
And she's like sneaking around the house and she's like sending him off to do like an errand in Italy while she like takes the tracks the amount of time it would take him to get back home, and she like scours the house and like and she finds that bloody suit, but like Damien Darkblood always showing up and like very film noir. Like I liked his look.
I love that his intro is always like, it's dark and then it gets cold. I love that. Whoever did that touch, I don't know if that's also in the comics, but I always love that he carried that presence with him.
I mean, it's very supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly, like if you're ever in a room with a ghost or haunting or whatever, it's supposedly like, or demon or whatever, it gets really cold. I liked that the story was going like a film noir way and detective story, so I was like, ooh, if this is how like it's gonna be, I'm really if this is how it's gonna be, then this is gonna be an awesome show.
Yeah.
And they did it for like a lot of season 1, but they kind of ended that whole plot line.
Yeah, I do wish it had continued a little bit longer, because I did love the mystery of, was he possessed? Was he mind controlled? Did he know what was happening? Is there an alter ego to Nolan where people get a little violent and they don't know? And what tipped me off was when Mark was fighting against Machine Head, and Machine Head calls in his like cavalry, and Battle Beast comes up.
Battle Beast.
And then Mark is like constrained, and Monster Girl is on the ground, and she's like, her skull is showing, like everyone's defeated.
Right.
And then Mark goes ballistic, and then he starts just like, I'm gonna kill everybody, and he starts to like, and they beat him again. But I thought, I wonder if there's like a switch that flips with Viltrumites, where like something happens and then you just go crazy and you black out and then you don't remember. So I did love that mystery of maybe Nolan is innocent. Maybe there's a side of him that just goes crazy and we don't. So I wish they had continued that a little bit longer. Because I did love the detective and her like trying to put in the pieces, and I was like, what is she gonna do when she finds out the truth, or what is the truth? So, yeah.
I just love a story of doubt.
Yeah.
Like it's just everyone's sneaking around, everyone's like, not believing the person, but like having to act like they do. Oh yeah, honey, I totally believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, but I do understand why they had to end that storyline, because, they had to get, I mean, it was interesting to see like the whole fight between Nolan and his wife, about this whole thing. So I do wish though that because there's so many characters, I don't know. Something's just like one note about it. I mean, I really liked it, obviously, because it was like we watched it every night for dinner, and we just like went through that so fast. We watched even a few episodes, so it was obviously good enough for me to like want to watch. But I don't know, there was just like one cog missing. I don't know if it's like I want to see like more than just Mark. Like, I feel like so many characters, you could have like a thing that Game of Thrones did, where it's just like you see two characters meet up and they're like, they hang out, like these characters hang out for a certain amount of time, like Jamie and Lady Brienne. That's why I really did like the episode where, and I know I said that it was like what I thought maybe people voted as the worst, but I actually really did like the Alan and Nolan storyline, where they were on an adventure to find all like the Viltrumite weaknesses, and I was like, ooh, a cool story about like, it's like a treasure hunt, something different. Oh my gosh, it's always about some, like, I just felt so tired for Mark. Like, I
agree, especially when like Viltrumites kept visiting the planet, because then they were like, oh, here's one representative, here's the second representative, here's the second representative again. Oh, here's Conquest a third time. So I agree. Yeah.
And it was always something new too. Another thing, an alien invasion. That alien invasion was pretty cool though, but it's good to see an adventure tale instead of like we have to defend the planet.
Yeah.
We have to
yeah.
defend the planet. We
Yeah,
have to
and then-
defend the planet.
Yeah, and then Mark's like the common denominator. So it's like, okay,
Right.
we know Mark is going to punch his way through this
Right.
and then get the victories and then
Right.
be in the hospital after. So
Right. They don't make it look easy for
yeah,
him.
so I'm like, give us something new. I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's my one critique is you have these subplots. Explore it a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. Of all the Mark variants that Angstrom Levy introduced, I was surprised we didn't get a gender swapped version of Mark. Right.
Yeah, Michaela.
Michaela Grayson, is that his last name? Grayson.
Yeah.
And then what would Adam Eve be called in the gender swapped universe?
Eve Adam. I thought her name was Adam as in ADAM, Eve, and I was like, what is it? I thought her powers were like biblical of some sort, and then it took me like till season 3 when I like looked at her symbol and I didn't understand her name, I guess, because I was like, is she a they them like Adam Eve? I was like, this is really progressive. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes the villains are so humorous. I love when Dr. Seismic, I think it was one episode where he brings all the villains, not all the villains. Dr. Seismic brings all the heroes, like he traps them underground, and then Mark and Adam Eve come.
Yeah.
And he's always just trolling them. I think in that episode he says something like,
Well, it's my old friends, token diversity and gender stereotype.
Oh yes, because Dr. Seisman is a woke. Is woke.
yeah, he has an MA in feminist studies.
Yeah.
He does. He has a
I know.
master's in.
I actually like Dr. Seismic because I think they're making fun of like wokeness in a sense, because it's like I'm gonna destroy everyone because capitalism. It's like
It turned ugly the day Homo sapiens took their first step onto land.
I have to kill everyone in the world because of patriarchy, and it's like
That's how we talk.
it's like it's funny because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like because he thinks that he's the good guy, and everyone thinks that they're the good guy.
I mean, there's
even woke people.
There are some good elements of his agenda. I think in that
Killing people?
No, I'm not that aspect necessarily, but his goal is to like bring down the system and bring down systems of power that perpetuate violence and structural violence and marginalized groups of people. So I think that's what he's getting at. Is his method perhaps the best way? I don't know. That's up to critique and judgment.
No, it's bad. Oh, you have too much in common with Vitromites. You're like, we're better than them.
No, I disagree with imperialism. Viltrumites and me would not see eye to eye whatsoever.
No, but
Yeah.
Vitromites are here to bring peace and order to the chaos.
You know what? Speaking of, I do like that aspect of the show because I like when villains aren't so one note where it's like we just want to kill. But I do like the fact that Viltrumites, it's a plot point that they bring up multiple times in the show. Your society creates so much violence and inequality. We're offering you order. We're offering you medical care that would save millions, even billions of people. We're offering education. We're offering so many resources that would make your society alleviate all these issues.
Yeah.
All you have to do is,
Bend
like
the
Daenerys
knee.
to say, bend the knee. So I do like that aspect of like sometimes I am made to think like, wow, like they have the cure to cancer. I know people in my family who have died. You know what I mean? Like that makes you kind of think of like,
Right.
I'd be tempted to bend the knee to get that cure from my family,
Right.
like for my friends.
Right.
My friends never have to worry about healthcare ever again.
Right.
Ever again. So there's things
They just
about
gotta be on a leash.
but it makes you think, you know what I mean? Like free
Right.
will versus, opportunity and really what is free will? And, do I agree with the Viltrumite agenda? Obviously, they're committing genocide on a universal scale, but I like that the Viltrumites aren't just, we're better than you, but like, we're better than you, but we also are here to help you. So
I just don't understand how a society built around fighting got so advanced. because you usually never see that. It's usually like the typical like warrior race is always like a little bit more less advanced, I guess. I'm thinking of Klingons. I don't know if like I
But I guess it depends how you define advancement, because you could be advanced in like technology, you could be advanced in your morals, you could be advanced in the way you provide resources and opportunity to citizens. So I think it depends on how you define advanced. Yeah, and then also if you're a population that can create, the Viltrumites were billions across the universe. So I think it's easier to have that level of violence when if you lose a few 100 million, you still got billions of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. You have 20 kids per family. You lose 5.
I guess what I'm getting at is like the Viltrumites are always fighting. They are always fighting.
Well,
like,
what we've seen is fighting. Yeah.
Well, their whole culture is to fight. Like, I did like that episode where Nolan, like we see a flashback from Nolan's upbringing, and he is teaching a school or a class of young Viltrumites. They might be like 13 years old, and he's the teacher, and he's like, be prepared tomorrow for our battle. And he's like, at least 2 of you will die tomorrow. It's like, I mean, you even brought it up. You're like, so like, do you have to be like an engineer and a warrior? That's my point.
So if I was a Viltrumite, can I just like cook or something? Or
No, that's
do I
weakness.
have to fight?
That's weak.
Oh, that is a good point. Do you have to be a doctor and a fighter? Like, damn, I gotta get my medical degree and be a UFC fighter on top of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like, how did like, maybe they've been around for millions of years? I don't know, but it's like, to me, a society that like is constantly fighting never progresses. So it's like, I mean, they were fine wiping half their population out because the guy said to do it. Don't trust your neighbor, or whatever he says. He's like, some of you guys are spies, or whatever.
Those were not explicit instructions, what he said.
Yes, but that's so ingrained in their society to fight that vague of a sentence of like, somebody here, and we're gonna figure out, we gotta, weed out the weak. They're already like fighting each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how did they become like so advanced?
Yeah, I mean, ebbs and flows. Anything is possible in the universe. You have infinite possibilities. Drag's design, comic book version versus the show version.
I think they did a pretty good job. He looks like the most alike, I feel. I mean, the detail stuff is still, but he looks pretty much similar.
I'm okay with both. I think the fans online are saying that they are a little disappointed in his design. They like the longer face that the comics has.
Yeah, he had 2 lines right here.
Yeah, like it's a little bit longer. To me, I'm thinking, do you want it to be more of like a Jafar look, or it has to be a longer face? I actually like the fact that he doesn't have a conventional villain look. I like the fact that it was new. So, yeah.
I mean, the comic book Oliver looks more like a villain.
How do you feel about Robert Kirkman is the creator of the show, and there are complaints on his ability to power scale his characters. So at times you see Nolan's this super powerful guy, but then he has trouble with the centipedes on the planet that he was on, and he has trouble with one of the Viltrumites. I think it was Anissa, who, the girl Viltrumite,
I love her
friend Amber.
Yeah, I love
so,
her. I love her look.
But at the same time, Mark can go toe-to-toe with Anissa, but can't go toe-to-toe with Omni-Man. So there are complaints about, and I agree with this, if you have to have power be consistent throughout the show. It doesn't make sense that you're weaker here but stronger there, then weaker here.
No,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I yell at the TV, because like I feel like sometimes I'm so over seeing the punching over and over. I'm just like, why doesn't Mark just fly through the big worm? Or I think it was Mark, or it was Nolan, or somebody. I mean, after I've seen Nolan like just like slice people in half with his arm, or like
Yeah.
He's gone through, like, he's gone through buildings and ships, spaceships, explode. You know, like, why doesn't he just go through the, like, whatever creature he's fighting?
Yeah, yeah.
Just like, oh, the big thing that they released to contain Nolan on Earth, whatever.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. Yes. Project Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
I know. Hail Mary. Speaking of, I want to talk about Mother Mary as soon as we're done with these topics.
Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I don't.
That's the movie I saw with Anne
Okay.
Hathaway. Anyways, yes, I totally agree. Like, sometimes they're stronger, sometimes they're weaker. I just don't. I mean, I saw that meme that you sent too. It's like, Mark's 138% faster and 28% stronger, and Mark always looked like a bloody mess after a fight. Which is annoying to me. Like, I was like, it's so funny. Probably a lot of episodes, he's always has a black eye at least.
Yeah, at least.
At least. How many times has Mark been, like, bedridden? Or, like, in a hospital?
Yeah, quite a bit.
2 months for the latest one when his gut... I thought he was dead. There is no way someone can just constantly stab you and take out your guts constantly and not be alive.
I mean, but if you're Viltrumite, there's probably alien DNA where maybe you have very high cell repair, and that can, if you put it all back together, it can eventually heal you. That's what I take, because it seems like Viltrumites... There is a Viltrumite who gets gutted by Nolan for a while, and he's just carrying his intestines, so...
Yeah, but that's like...
To me, it just seems like a very... Viltrumites clearly have, especially if you can get your jaw removed, a very high accelerated healing factor.
Right.
So that's how I've always taken it. Is like if you repair, at least you kind of get yourself together. You can heal over the course of weeks, months, days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why their skin is so strong? Is because they heal so fast? I mean, like, his wife, like, was so mad she was, like, punching him, and then she got bloody knuckles.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why.
Or is the skin just really, like, is it, like, steel?
Good question. I don't think we'll get those answers. No, but power
We
scaling.
have so many
to me,
subplots.
I like consistent power scaling because to me it doesn't make sense. If this character is that strong, keep them strong that way. So, yeah.